pumpkin sauce to blend through some pasta. So one of the girls really kindly sent this through when I did that big roasted pumpkin. So I've got some of the roasted pumpkin that's left over, so I'm just going to see how it turns out. I've never made it before, but I've actually increased the Pro Points value to what the recipe does say here, so we're going to go along and see what we do. So I'm just going to pop in 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Okay, so we've got the 3 Pro Points happening there. I think I'm going to have to get myself a bigger bottle of olive oil, but anyway, we'll talk about that later. And again, I've run out of fresh garlic, so I'm just going to use a teaspoon of chopped garlic. Okay, so we've got that there. And I've already got some onion that I've cut up earlier. So just a small onion. And I'm just going to turn that down. Okay, so we've got an onion there. Okay. And we're just going to stir that. And we're just going to cook that off. And while that's cooking off, Debbie's got here that I blend the pumpkin. So I'm going to place the pumpkin into my blender that I've already chopped up. Okay, so we've got that there. And then we've got 2 teaspoons of, she's got Parmesan, but I use Romano, so we're just going to pop in the Romano there, which is 1 Pro Point. And then the next one that I'm going to add in is 40 grams of feta, which is 4 Pro Points, so we're up to 5. So we've got that there. And then we've got 20 grams of sour light cream. So I'm just going to turn my scales on with the spoon. Actually, I should get a clean spoon, shouldn't I? Okay, so my spoon's on there. I'm just going to press 0. And then I'm going to get 20 grams of sour cream. Okay, so because I'm doing it on camera, I've got to put it back to the 20, don't I? Is everyone okay with 22 grams or not? Okay, so we're up to... Okay, so we're at 19, so I'll pop that in there, so we're at 1 Pro Point. So what are we up to? 6, 4, 5, 6 Pro Points. And you know what? I really like sour cream, so let's add in another 20 grams. So we're up to 7. Okay, so we've got 20 grams. Okay, so we're up to 7 Pro Points. And then the next thing we're going to add in is some chicken stock. Okay, so chicken stock powder. So we've got 1 teaspoon and then a 2nd teaspoon. Okay, so we've added that in there. Okay, and I'm just going to, that's nearly just about done, the garlic and the onion. Okay, so it's pretty good. So I might turn that off. And I just wanted to let you know the feta that I use. I love this one, so the Tasmanian feta reduced fat. And it is 25 grams for 2 Pro Points, so that's pretty good. And I've also weighed that out on the kitchen scales. And I like a bit of Romano cheese because it's got a bit more of a stronger flavour to it. So, okay, so let's pop the onion and the garlic into the blender. And I feel that we're probably going to need a little bit of water in that. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that there. And pop that over here. Okay, so my lid we might pop on. Actually, I am just going to add a little bit of water into that, just in case. So a little bit of water goes in there, and probably some fresh chicken stock would be good, but I don't have that, so we'll just see how we go. Okay, so it's turned on, or not. Turned on. And we have... It wasn't plugged in, sorry. So I might just pop a bit more liquid into that. Just put a little bit more. I think we can afford to put a bit of water in there. 3 minutes to make. So let's, I'm going to pull out another spoon and I'm going to have a little bit of a taste. Spot on. So you could either add a little bit more pepper and salt, so that's probably what I will do. Just a little bit of salt in there. It is beautiful. Okay, so obviously roasting that pumpkin, so it's giving that some beautiful taste. Okay, and I might even just put a dash more water into that. Okay, and I'll just give it a little bit more of a blend. Good recipe, Dad. Beautiful. And then you could just fry off some chicken if you wanted to. Okay. So I'll just pull out a bowl and show you what that looks like. And then we've got, what has she called it? Her own recipe, but let's call it roasted pumpkin, feta and sour cream pasta sauce. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. Hi. I just forgot to tell you that the all of that roasted pumpkin pasta sauce is 10 pro points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it into 4 bowls. They all look like they're different sizes, but they all hold the same containers. So I'm just going to divide them in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze all of them off, and you could just count that they are going to be 2 pro points per serving. So 2 pro points, and then if you were to make some chicken, fry some chicken off and cook your pasta and run your roasted pasta sauce, pumpkin sauce through it. So I would really like to thank Debbie Monty for sending that through to me. So thank you very much, and there's our pasta sauce. So thanks. Bye.